Today's topic is Newton's law of motion as they apply to movement, force, production, balance, stability, and force absorption. So the first law states that an object at rest tends to stay at rest, as an object in motion tends to stay in motion with the same speed and the same direction until acted upon an external force. So as an example, pushing of a swing, and the swing will keep moving until acted upon. Force is required for movement. When a force is exerted on an object, the object will accelerate in the direction of that force. It takes force to move something standing still and force to change the direction of something moving. Inertia is the resistance to motion related to mass. The more inertia required, the more force it is to move the object. Now, Newton's second law states that the acceleration of a person or object is proportional to the force applied to it and inversely proportional to its mass. Newton's second law is related to force, production, acceleration, and mass. If you exert a force of an object, the object will accelerate in the direction of that force. For example, kicking the ball accelerates in that direction. An object's force is related to the mass and acceleration. An object's acceleration is related to force applied inversely and related to mass. To move an object further or faster, increase the force, increase kicking the ball, or increase the distance over which the force is applied. So a longer time that the force is applied. Newton's third law, the law of action and reaction, states that for every force you exert on an object, the object exerts force back upon you in the opposite direction. So when you're pushing on something that don't generally move, it means it's pushing back on you. For example, when you push on playground equipment, it doesn't go anywhere because it's pushing back against you. Now, force absorption is the process of decreasing the impact between two objects. In order to absorb the force, you need to decrease the impact force, and this is done by increasing the time over which given force is applied and increasing the area of which that impact occurs. So you're going to use your hands and arms like shocks to absorb the force. Now, stability and balance. Most people would have difficulty optimizing the movements if they are unstable, so we wouldn't be able to function in our daily lives. Stability is the ability to resist movement. For example, you would have a difficult time tipping over a large, wide, heavy box because it has a great amount of stability. With increased stability, we often see increased balance. So try standing upright when somebody pushes you, or in this case, a bench trying to stay upright when somebody pushes it. Now, balance is the ability to maintain equilibrium. So for example, if you stand on one foot while closing your eyes, this is exhibiting great balance. Balance and stability are important because they allow us as humans to become more proficient in many skills that we go throughout our lives. In order for us to move around and live our daily lives, we must be able to keep our stability and balance throughout all of Newton's laws that are acting upon us. When forces are exerted on us, we have to be able to keep our balance, and mechanical principles govern all of our movements. Over time, we learn of these principles, Newton's laws, and we learn to control these factors in order to perform skills throughout our lives.